Let's get ready to rumble!
Of 66.6 kilos tonight. He's wearing the blue trunks and trained by Bernie McFadden in Cleveland. He has 3 wins and 1 loss, with 2 wins being from knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Matthew Amies. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the red corner. He's returning to the ring tonight. You can see he's anxious after a lengthy layoff due to injury. Wearing the black trunks, being trained in Brisbane by John Briggs, he has 3 fights for 3 wins. He is the former Queensland light middleweight champion. Weighing in at 67.9 kilos, I give you Gavin Sahlqvist. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 by 3-minute rounds of welterweight action. Your referee, Mr. Phil Austin. Your judges, Mr. Alan Moore, Tony Kettlewell, and Adrian Cairns.
Okay, blue corner, red corner. Come in, fellas. Okay, guys, I've already given you instructions in the dressing room. Remind you now, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Now touch them up, back you go. Best of luck to you both. Good luck, boys.
So we're about to get this first bout underway, the first of 6 this evening between Matthew Amies and Gavin Sahlqvist.
Corner down.
As Pete tells us, round 1 is about to get underway. Phil Austin just announcing his instructions to both these lads. It's been a while since both of them have had a chance to step out in the ring, as Chop just pointed out prior to this fight beginning. Gavin Sahlqvist, the age of 39. And Little East junior Matthew Amies weighing in at 69, and Sahlqvist a shade under that at the 68. Fighting in the blue trunks is Amies,
who certainly has the heavier punching at the moment, Mark. And Bernie McFadden trained Amies is performing well.
Watch your head in there, Matty.
Had a terrific amateur career, did Amies. Won 3 Australian junior titles. And he was pretty close to making the Sydney Olympic team, and stayed in the amateur ranks for quite some time. Has only had 4 professional fights to this point, lost 1 of those and won 3, and he's doing the early work here at the moment on Sahlqvist. Sahlqvist, a local lad, hailing from the Pine Rivers Shire, and now living a life as a tree lopper in around the Kilcoy district. His last fight was 2001, when he fought Mario Sendo over 10 rounds. He scores there with a left straight hand to the chin of Amies.
But I think the ring rust is fairly obvious, Mark. He's been out of the ring for 3 to 4 years now, and you can tell. And the younger fighter's having his way with him at the moment.
Yeah, the combination was good on that occasion, and the crowd acknowledges the same. Hello, he's tagged him with a left hand after an open-air swing by Sahlqvist. He missed there, and then Amies just lined him up and went bang-bang and put him straight down on the deck.
Hands up.
And I don't think this will go for much longer. Amies is a very classy boxer. You can tell he's had a long amateur career. He's straight. He goes to the body, which is rare. Can Sahlqvist hang on?
Well, maybe. Maybe there's not a lot of time left now in the first round. He might just be able to scrape through the first of 4. He tags him with the left, but Amies didn't seem to be shaken at all by that. Comes back with a nice clean combination, and he seems to be manhandling somewhat the lighter Sahlqvist around the ring at the moment. He is dictating terms and well ahead on points.
And the right hand, and the ref will stop this soon, I think. The right hand's paying dividend, and...
Stop boxing! Fight's over.
And
Stop
that's the
boxing
end of the
support
fight.
from Phil Austin.
You've got to defend yourself.
Yeah.
See one side.
Needing to defend yourself at all times, of course, is the rule of boxing. And as Gav just turned his head to the right, he was unable to do the same. And as a result, Phil Austin, rightly so, stepping in to call a halt to the first fight here tonight. So the 4 rounds of welterweight action to get things underway didn't quite go according to that plan. This fight pulled up in the first round.
Very good refereeing, Mark. I mean, it was always one-sided action, and we don't want to see anybody get hurt. He's 39 years of age, Gavin Sahlqvist, and perhaps should consider a career change. Amish has got a future. He was very smart. I didn't see him get hit with one decent shot, and a deserved winner with a future in this sport, I believe.
Yeah, well, he hails from a family that know what to do with the gloves on. His uncle, Lincoln Donaldson, well-respected fighter in his own right. And it just remains to be seen now what Bernie McFadden might suggest to do with Matthew for his next fight. Let's go back up now for the official wrap-up of the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision in our first bout of the night. Please put your hands together for both of our contestants, Matthew Amish and Gavin Sahlqvist, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, our decision of our first fight of the night, 2 minutes 42 into the first round. The referee stopped the fight in favour of the blue corner, Matthew Amish. Matt, come over. Short work tonight. Didn't get too much sweat up, mate, but you're looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, feeling pretty sharp and not pretty fit, so sort of happy I stopped him in the first round. So, yeah.
Okay, so Bernie's got a smile on his face over there. So has he been working you hard?
Yeah, he's trying to be, but I'm normally pretty slack, so yeah. But no, he's a good trainer. He's always pushing you, so yeah, all the credit to Bernie.
Okay, and it sounds like you've got a fair crowd out there of supporters out there. What's the go? Few of the boys?
Yeah, just a lot of people from work. Thanks for coming, and yeah, thanks a lot.
Good on you. Matthew Amish, ladies and gentlemen, give him a big hand. Winner of our first bout tonight. Well done.
So fight 1 down, out of the way. One of 6 fights tonight, and that one not lasting all that long at all. Probably going with the script. You would have thought that Gavin's best fighting was behind him. He decided to get back into the ring some 5 months ago and give it a crack. He first got involved in the sport through by means of a fitness kick. He was playing a lot of rugby league at local level here through the Pine Rivers district. Decided that he'd even get a little fitter, and liked the sport so much that he tried to adopt it. He had a nasty back injury, a prolapsed disc, and needless to say, that kept him out of play for quite some time. Found his way back into the ring tonight at the Kedron Wavell Services Club, only to find himself going down in the first round to Matthew Amish. An emphatic victory for Amish out of the blue corner to take care of the first bout. Coming up shortly, we step into a 4-round middleweight contest between Clinton Simmonds and Bassam Chami. Looking forward to this one. Chami hailing from Sydney out of the powerful Billy Hussein stable, and Simmonds, of course, hailing from New Zealand with a record standing at 4-14. But I can tell you that he looked rather keen and ready to muster his best fight for some time last night at the weigh-in, and you'll see that action fairly soon. You're watching our Night of Nights of boxing here from the Kedron Wavell Services Club.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep the action flowing here at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. We're ready for fight 2 on our card tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring out the boxers.
All right, boys, are you ready? Let's see the weigh-in. Well, welcome back to the coverage. Both these lads are coming out to some pumped-up music for our second fight. It's Simmonds v Chami. Last night at the weigh-in, both these lads had this to offer to Chopper.
Back here at the weigh-in with Clinton Simmonds, over from NZ, and going to get in the ring tomorrow night. How are you feeling, mate?
Yeah, I feel good. I can't wait, man. I'm going to get in there and do some damage.
Yes, definitely a Kiwi. and has a lot of support here. Here's another Kiwi on the card in the heavyweight division. Mate, how's training been throughout the week?
Good. Yeah, I only fought 3 weeks ago. I'm still fit from that. I've been doing my running. Yeah, I'm fit, man. I'm ready to hit this guy, man.
Don't you love Kiwis on the card? How good's this? Mate, all the best. Thank you very much for coming over and being part of it.
Yeah, God bless.
Here with Baz Chami, and he obviously goes to my hairdresser. Baz, you happy with the weight?
Yeah, all good, all good.
All good, he said. He's a little bit shy. Mate, your opponent from NZ, you see much of him?
First time I saw him, first time I've ever heard of him. I don't know nothing about him at all.
Maybe that's a good thing. He's got a heap of talk and pretty confident, and I guess that's part of boxing, Baz.
Yeah, fucking hell. All good, whatever.
Mate, great to have you here. You look in great shape, and all the best tomorrow night.
Thanks a lot.
Pleasure, Baz.
Simmonds and Chami, let's get it on. Let's go to Peter Ruckus ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second fight on the night. Get ready for some middleweight thunder. Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you in the blue corner, all the way from Auckland, New Zealand, tonight having his 20th professional fight, wearing the white trunks. Ladies and gentlemen, former New Zealand champion, weighing in at 68.8 kilos, Clinton Simmonds. And ladies and gentlemen, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks from Sydney, New South Wales, where he's trained by Team Hussein's mentor, Billy Hussein. Tonight, he is looking to keep his record intact. Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 73.25 kilos, Bassam Chami. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 by 3-minute rounds of middleweight action. Your referee, Mr. Alan Moore. Your judges, Mr. Tony Kettlewell, Phil Austin, and Adrian Cairns. As Christy Lee tells us, round 1 is coming up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Seconds down, round 1.
All right, the action about to get underway. I was waiting to see if Alan Moore was going to give them any instructions, but that wasn't forthcoming, so we're stepping straight into this. No missing Chami, black trumps, plaited hair, and looking the part. And in the white trunks, quite clearly is the Kiwi, and I refer to Clinton Simmonds. He's got a bit of a rap on him, as Chami. I think he raps himself a little bit too. He puts a lot of work into his game. He is totally focused at the moment. He intends to be 12 and blot at the end of this this year. Let's just see what he's got in this this package of fighting armoury.
Nice punch by the Kiwi. He's being out-muscled, and he looks a lot smaller than the Bassam Chami from Sydney, but he's doing okay early.
There's about a 5.5 kilo swing here, Chop. Chami weighing in last night at 73.5 and Simmonds at 68. And having a brief word to Simmonds, the game plan is quite evident. Stick and move and get out of there and keep on my bike. I'm light on my feet. That's what he said. Let's just see if he's going to see if he can abide by that game plan at the moment. He doesn't seem to be in a hurry to get out of the way at the moment.
I'd like him to keep his hands a little higher mark. Bassam Chami is obviously very well trained, beautiful defensive fighter. I'd like the Kiwi to keep his right hand on his chin, or we're going to have another early night.
Simmonds there, once again, trying to get through with that left jab. That's going to be, if he's got a weapon, that will be the one. Chami will just wait and use the power that he has to overcome Simmonds. Chami's last fight, interesting, against Jamie Waru, where he totally lost the plot. He didn't fight to his game plan, went out too aggressively by his own admittance, and lost his way. He won the fight, but now he scores with a nice left hand there, and you'll find a more measured Chami, I think, this evening, more disciplined.
Well, he's governing the centre of the ring, and he's making the Kiwi do all the running, and Chami's standing and governing the centre of the ring and winning the fight at the moment.
6 and love, his amateur career is Chami, and a nice work there by Chami again. Simmonds recollects his composure, and Chami launching that left hand to the body of Clinton. at some point Clinton knows he's got to score, because I don't think Clinton thinks for 1 minute he's going to be able to knock Chami out. He might be on a hide into nothing here. He changes his stance, a little switch there.
Don't go to southpaw, Clinton, and that's why. And Chami jumps straight on him, and there's our first stoppage in this fight.
So in the first round, Simmonds down on the one knee. Chami says, get back up, I want a bit more of you. I don't know if Clinton's that fussed about Chami's ultimatum.
Simmonds has told the ref he's fine.
Alan says fight on, and we hear the bell for the first time. Hello! Oh, hang on, Al nearly got knocked out.
Get out of the ring!
Well, there's a couple of late blows after the bell mark, and that's not called for. We don't need that in our sport.
Simmonds resenting something, can't be sure exactly what it was.
There was a late shot after the bell, but there was no need for either fighter to react the way they did. And he bent for round one.
So all of the scoring there done by Bassam, Chami. Can't be sure who's standing in Simmonds' corner. Mike Edwards not available to come over and take the trip. Mike normally looks after Clinton's affairs.
Round two.
Time for the second round here, after we thought for a fleeting moment that the fight might have ended in the first.
John Zaghetti, the former basketballer turned boxer, is working in Simmonds' corner. Don't know how he's been involved, but I don't know what he's going to tell his fighter, but he certainly lost that first round. As Chami jumps on Simmonds, and he's down again.
And thought twice about going again there as Simmonds crashed to the canvas. This is all over here, frankly. Yeah, and told likewise by Alan Moore. This fight coming to an end soon into the second round. Chami gives him the big glare back across the ring there. Simmonds just trying to get a little bit of air back in the wind cage, and now he's getting a little towel down.
He actually took one on the beak, and I didn't think he was going to get back up. It was a beautiful right hand on the nose. His nose is still bleeding, but Chami's got to learn to control his temper. I'm not really impressed with his temperament. He might have won the fight, but he's not going to win too many fans and or judges if he carries on like that before and after rounds.
Yeah, well, he prides himself on his confidence. He might come across as quite a cocky type of a fighter in the ring, but it's worked for him, no doubt about that. But as I said, he did lose the plot in that last bout in Sydney at the tail end of, in fact, at the beginning of this year, and he does need to somewhat be able to control himself just a little better if he's going to go on to bigger and better things. I think he's got it in him, but let's go up now anytime soon for the official decision after our second fight here from the Kedron Wavell Services Club. Once again, here's Peter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision here in our second fight on tonight's card here at Kedron Wavell Services Club. Ladies and gentlemen, again, put your hands together for both our combatants tonight. Craig Simmonds from New Zealand, and of course, Bassam Chami. Ladies and gentlemen, our decision in fight two tonight. 24 seconds into the second round, the referee stopped the fight in favour of the red corner, Bassam Chami.
See if Peter can seize a moment or two to have a word with Bassam. There's the decision for you. So 2 fights out of the way here so far, and both of them ending with knockout results. One coming out of the blue corner, and then just in recent times there, a red corner result there to Bassam Chami. Let's see if we can get Peter over with Bassam and to say a couple of words. There's 1 or 2 words there from Billy Hussain to talk him through what just happened there.
I think Billy's telling him to calm down, stop being a goose, and get interviewed by the referee. The fight's over. He's won it well.
Let's have a quick word with Bassam before he goes. Bassam, again, didn't last long. You were pretty well much in command right from the word go.
Yeah, no doubt. I had him from opening bell. I'd just like to thank Angelo and his family for bringing us up here and giving us this opportunity. Hussy, skinny, and all of you, but I'll be back and better.
Good stuff. Give him a big hand. Bassam Chami, ladies and gentlemen. Winner of our second bout here tonight, the middleweight.
Well, the family business might have a little car sale tomorrow. They actually do have a second-hand car yard. And as it turns out, that's what he does when he's not preparing to fight, does Bassam. I think he's got a bit of a future. I know that the Hussein's speak highly of him, but you're right, Chop, there's a few things he'll need to curb his manner with and in order for him to take the next step, because they won't put up with that forever. He won't need that in his game anyway, because he certainly can fight. All right, that takes care of the second fight. We'll be back shortly with more action here from the Kedron Wavell Services Club.
Hey, Rob.
Welcome back to the coverage from the Kedron Wavell Services Club. Madison Sport, our chief sponsor of tonight's action, in conjunction with Ace Plasterers and Acrylic Coatings Australia. I hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. 2 fights out of the way, didn't last all that long, and we're about to bring the boys out for the third fight. This is, of course, a welterweight contest between Ty Allen and Jeremy Condren, and let's see what happened at last night's weigh-in with Chopper.
Ty Allen, you've come in right on the weight and look probably the fittest fighter I've seen tonight. How are you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling really well. I've trained really hard for this one.
Do you want to give your trainer a rap while you're here?
Bernie McFadden, yeah, he's done we've really prepared for this one. So.
Old but gold Bernie?
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
He's been around for a long time, and conditions one thing, you've certainly got it. All the best tomorrow, mate.
Thank you very much.
Back at the weigh-in with Jeremy Condren, mate, very fit. Shane Knox as a result.
Yeah, Shane Knox and helper Jeff Malcolm as well. Yep.
Not a bad 2 blokes to have in your corner, Jeremy.
Yeah, mate, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can't get any better, I reckon.
You're obviously confident. You've seen your opponent. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling really good, really good. Put in the hard work, so should pay tomorrow night.
And that's what boxing's all about. All the best, Jeremy. Take care.
Now, Brisbane boxing fans are pleased to see this man back inside the ring. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner and wearing the black trunks with the grey piping, trained by Bernie McFadden. He's weighing in at 65.45 kilos. He previously held the Queensland State Light Welterweight title and the OBA Welterweight title. With 8 wins and 3 losses and 1 draw, ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome for Ty Allen. And boxing out of the red corner, his opponent tonight returns to the ring after an unsuccessful first attempt. Tonight he's wearing the black trunks. He's trained by Shane Knox down at the Valley, PCYC. Ladies and gentlemen, weighing 66.6 kilos, Jeremy Condren. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for this match, Mr. Tony Kettlewell, 6 by 3-minute rounds of welterweight boxing.
Gentlemen, I give you instructions in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Let's shake hands, have a nice clean fight. Back we go.
We're about to get underway here for this 6-round welterweight contest between Allen out of the blue corner in the black trunks with the white band, and Jeremy Condren fighting out of the red corner. In commentary with us is Robbie Bomber Peden, which is great, of course, with me as well, as always, Mark Chopper Burgess. We'll have a look at the early exchanges here, and then we'll see if we can filter across to get a comment or two from both these boys in just a moment or two's time. Allen with a record of 8-3-1, and Condren with the only 1 professional bout to his name, and he went down on that occasion. That was at the Mansfield Tavern.
Although he landed a right hand early, and he's in front at the moment.
Condren happy to advance. Not a lot of damage done there, and I think Ty Allen might have just picked him off with 1 neat punch. That wasn't too shabby either.
Both boxers are sharp first round, welterweight contest. The right hand from Condren's working. It's the second time he's landed it.
Can't hold there, boys, come on.
Ooh. And the left hook's not bad either.
No, that was a fair whack.
And there's that right hand over the top, Bomber.
Yeah, it's pretty nice shot actually. He's landed about 3 or 4 times tonight.
Right.
That's a fantastic rip to the body.
Can't he? Allen, of course, with way more experience in the professional ranks, but been out of play for a long while, couple of years now, since he's had a fight. September 03, when he lost to Edgar Waimara.
He's a very good little fighter too, from down south.
A bit of deathly silence in the room. The crowd just anticipating that maybe this one might drag out a little longer than the first couple of fights. Yeah, and as Chop pointed out, the right working, and he followed up with a nice neat left as well there on that occasion.
He's a strong boy, Jerry Condren. Shane Knox trained, so he's going to know exactly what to do in the ring. And he's dominating the centre of the ring, Bomber. Ty Allen's going backwards.
He's not bad for just having one fight. He knows what he's doing in there.
He's very strong. Knox is not a bad bloke to have in your corner.
Hello. Oh, don't tell me that was going through his head. I'm sure it was going through his head. Now,
he got dropped with a left hook, but he got straight back up.
Yeah, and wanted to hit Jeremy in the back of the head as he was retreating back to the neutral corner.
It was a fair left hook.
Well,
and that's won Jeremy the round, I would say.
Yes, definitely, most definitely. He's actually had a very good round. He's a lot better than the one fight suggests.
Okay, Chop, let's have a look at your card then after the first round here. How'd you mark it?
Well, I've got a 10-9 win to the red corner. I think Jeremy, that right hand dominated proceedings. It sent Ty backwards for the majority of the round. The left hook knocking down with the 8 count could possibly be a 10-8 round to Jeremy Condren.
Considering both boys have been absent from the ring for some time, they both look fairly forward in condition.
Well, when you look at their trainers, Bernie McFadden, I mean, he's been around since Noah, and Shane Knox, well, that's Jeff Fennick's era, Shane Knox. So these guys are very, very well trained. So it doesn't surprise me at all that they're putting a real good show on here in round one. Bernie McFadden's been around as long as Robert Peden, and so is Shane Knox.
Round 2.
Bomb sweating up. Looked like he's just done 3 minutes out there. He's got the long shirt on. Oh, just relax, mate. Here we go. This is the second round.
Bomber thinks he's in Vegas.
He does too.
There's a couple of good sorts around here. So,
and they've started again where they left off in round one with big bombs being thrown by both boys.
If you've just tuned in, Ty Allen, probably just a shade taller, longer reach there, with the white band around the black trunks, and fighting out of the blue corner. Jeremy Condren, according to Chopper's card, winning the first round and lands a nice, neat left hand.
And there's a right hand.
Yeah.
And there's another right hand. And that's dictating the fight. He's a little bit stronger than Ty, Jeremy.
To Ty's credit, he's been able to accept a couple of those blows, and just for a brief moment in the first round where he took exception to copping a couple of heavy blows, he's really received them quite well.
And that right hand is landing every time he throws a bomber, Peden.
Every day, mate. It's like, yeah, you just can't miss.
And then again.
Shane Knox giving instructions from the red corner. Double it up. Keep that right hand up.
That's better work from Ty. He's obviously not as strong as Jeremy. So he's got to throw more punches.
Come on, Jeremy. Push, Jeremy. Come on. Shoulder out of it. Don't go looking for Jeremy. Put them together, mate. Let it happen naturally. Come on.
For a bloke that's only had the one fight, one professional fight, he's acquitting himself extremely well here tonight.
He would have some great sparring partners down there at the Valley with a lot of experience. And that's blatantly obvious here with his first fight. And that right hand's hitting every time he throws a bomber.
Yeah, mate. He's actually a lot better than his one fight suggests. You know, Ty's probably the better fighter skillfully, but Jeremy, he just knows what to do in there.
So we're well over midway through the second round.
And again, another right hand scores.
If there was any form line at all to take from these boys, keeping in mind that Condren only had the one pro fight against Tapley, we know that Allen's been around 3 times against Tapley. Now, Condren lost to Tapley, and you'll find that Allen's had a couple of wins and a draw over Tapley. It's the only form that we could possibly use to line up both these boys, but that's flying in face of basically what we've seen so far. Well, nice little bit of counter work there by Allen as Condren advanced. Now, we're inside the last 10.
And the left hook hit Ty on the chin. He's still in front of him. Good round.
Righto, that was a cleaner break. Taking care of the second round.
You know the old saying, chopper, those styles make fights, and it's Jeremy Condren's really got the style to upset Tail.
Crowd getting into it now here at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. My card, I've got Jeremy winning it again simply because he landed with cleaner right hands. But Ty Allen was certainly a lot busier. But I've got Jeremy winning the first two.
First two, 10-9, 10-9?
Absolutely.
All right, this is a 6-rounder. Just having a little look at the record there. Yeah, it was a mixed decision that was fought out between Condren and Tapley back in December of 2004, whereby the judges marked it 56-58, 56-58, and 57 apiece. But he's obviously done a lot of work, as you said, under the tutelage of Knox. And we're about to step into the third round here with the red corner, according to Mark Chopper Burgess, in front of this fight. But he's one tough rooster, is Allen. He won't go away.
And hold, Jeremy. Come on. Big round, Jeremy. Big round. Come on, let's have a big one.
And there's another right hand.
All right, Bomber, you're sitting in the corner there of Ty Allen. You think you're down at the first two rounds. What are you going to tell him?
Well, I think he's going to keep his hands up a little bit and move his head a little bit more. He's getting caught with that right hand every time. And, you know, Jeremy, he's definitely put up a good fight. He's better than what his record suggests, and he's definitely been put in this fight by Shane Knox, ready to win.
And Bernie McFadden would be telling Ty Allen to box him. He's certainly got a higher work rate. He's got a pretty good jab, but he hasn't got the power that Jeremy Condren's got. That's better boxing from him, coming off the jab.
Well, quite clearly he's capable, isn't he?
His hands are faster.
If he can keep out of the way of those big right vicious bombs that Condren possesses.
And that might come down to experience. And as we've just said, Ty Allen has got a little bit more experience than Jeremy Condren. Round 3.
Well, the good judges may have posted Allen the favourite here for this, just based on experience alone. But I can tell you now that Jeremy's fighting the fight of his life. And this is only his second pro effort, which is quite remarkable.
He has gone a little flat-footed in round 3, and Ty's being able to pick him off with the jab, as he did just then. So it's a little bit flat-footed, Jeremy, round 3, and Ty's winning the round at the moment.
You got a fight back here from the blue, have you, Chop?
I have, and it's his jab, it's his work rate. Much better.
He's definitely off his toes a little bit more this round, and he's sticking that jab a lot, very well, and the other kid's kind of falling flat. He's doing exactly what you said, and he's a little bit flat-footed, and he's getting picked off a little bit.
Yep. Although the right hand, when he wants to throw it, is hitting the mark. And that's a great combination by Ty Allen. He is picking him off. Jeremy a little flat-footed, as we said, in the centre of the ring. Ty Allen winning this so far this round. As the bombs are missing now from Jeremy Condren.
Yeah. Okay, tailing out of the third. And this has been a solid comeback by Ty Allen.
Great round.
Yeah, very nice work for him. He definitely picked that round up.
Let's say if you're asking me.
So Chopper's scorecard there, as you can see, suggesting a 10-9 result, swinging back to the blue corner.
Definitely. I think Bomber Peden agrees with me. The work rate, he's working his jab, and Jeremy Condren's a little flat-footed centre ring.
Bomber, what's happening, mate? We read this morning with a great deal of interest that there might be a fight for you just around the bend.
Hopefully, yeah. I've been offered a fight April 28th in America, probably in Vegas again for the mandatory. It's a final eliminator for the IBF World title. The same title I had. But they haven't come to me just yet with an offer, a money figure or anything. And hopefully we can get the fight back here in Brisbane and we'll probably be in the convention centre or the entertainment centre, one of the two.
It's definitely doable to have the fight in Brisbane.
Oh, hopefully, money talks. And, that's the way it is. But I think we can definitely get it back here.
Well, that'll be something. In commentary with us, along with Mark Chopper Burgess, is Bomber Peden, of course, former IBF junior lightweight champion, craving that title back. We are now stepping into the fourth round, the fourth of maybe six. We've had a couple out of the way already tonight. For those that have just tuned in, Matthew Ames getting the better of Gavin Sahlqvist in the first round of the first fight, and Bassam Chami looking the part against Clinton Simmonds in the second middleweight contest this evening. This is our third fight, and after a bright start from the red corner from Condren, Ty Allen getting himself back into this contest and opening up there with a nice combination as well, Chop.
And he's winning it off his jab. He's setting everything up off the jab. That's what you do in the boxing game.
But he's definitely still getting caught with that right hand.
No question.
Every time he hit with it now.
He's just hit Jeremy with two beautiful punches.
And the red corner.
You're not allowed to have the Mexican wave at the Gabba anymore. And I think Ruckus is doing his best to try and get something happening out of the crowd here. And they're getting behind these boys, both willing combatants, and it's been a willing contest at this point.
And hold in there, come on.
And I think Jeremy Condren is getting a little tired in round 4, and Ty looks to be doing a little bit more work and looks to feather. The jab is winning him the fight. The right hand is beautiful. Everything's off his jab. He's tripling his jab. That's what's winning him this round.
Bombers, this is when experience kicks in.
That's just to bring up. Chop knows just as well as I do that when you've been there long enough as we both have, the experience comes into play right now. It's when you bite down, you really know what to do. Your corner gets in behind you, and you listen to your corner, you listen to people in the crowd, and you put your head down and do what you have to do.
This is a great round 4 with Ty Allen having the better of it so far.
Yeah, we could.
And the fake and the comeback with the right hand was beautiful. And I don't think Jeremy Condren's power is going to worry Ty Allen here in round 4.
I don't know if you can hurt Allen.
Well, he's dropping the hands, which is a mistake, as we know, Bomber.
Everybody can be hurt. He was dropped in the first round, as we both know.
Exactly.
And, I think if he blinks, he'd go to sleep too.
I remember one of your opponents giving you a shot on his chin, and you accepted gratefully.
Yeah, well, I didn't come second in that fight, put it that way.
Hey, elbows, come on, keep me out of there, okay?
It's getting messy in round 4 because they're tied. They've gone flat out for 4 rounds.
Well, he's never been stopped inside the distance. He's 3 losses. He's taken them the entire way and has gone down to the judges' cards as Allen. So I don't think fitness is going to be a concern. And right now, he's fought his way back to be level pegging with Condren.
Stop!
There goes the 4th. Righto.
I've given another round to Ty Allen, 10-9. Work rate, fitness, lighter on his feet, and he's working the jab. Whereas Jeremy's staying in the middle of the ring and just looking for that one shot. He landed the right hand earlier, but he's not landing it now. We're 2 rounds apiece.
Come on. You got 2 more rounds, Jeremy. Come on, it's in the mind. You can do it. You can do it. You let him back in that round. It was a bad round for us, mate. You're in front pretty well comfortable until that round. Now you got to work the next 2. Start being smart, mate. He's starting to be smart. He's not loading up much together, but he's putting them together. That's what you got to start doing, all right? Get in close. Don't go jumping in. You're jumping in on him. Don't jump in on him. Every time you're jumping in, he's taking a step back and you're missing him. Move your legs up. Make sure you're going to tag him before you throw your punch, all right? Come on, mate. You got to work.
There were some interesting comments coming from Shane Knox out of the red corner there. Quite clearly identifies the fact that his man has started just to let this fight slip away after a bright, promising start. Don't jump around, close in on him. They're the instructions now. Whether or not Jeremy can carry them out, we're about to find out as we head into the 5th of 6 rounds here.
Shane Knox was talking about footwork. and Jeremy's has gone. Yet Ty Allen has danced for the last 2 rounds, and that's just won him the rounds. And he's winning this round too.
Boston very smart, actually, very smart.
And that looping right hand isn't landing anymore.
Let's go.
And that's exactly what Shane was talking about. Don't jump into it. So what Condren was relying on early in the fight, it's not working now. Allen's had a chance to change his game plan on the way. And it's paying dividends.
We're 2 rounds apiece, and Ty Allen's fitness and boxing smarts is putting his nose in front in round 5.
You see it that way, Bomb?
Yes, actually, he's boxing very smart now. Jeremy's kind of like just look for that one right hand now. He's not setting anything up with the jab or going to the kid's body, and the other kid's picking him off. Ty's just picking him off with the right hand and the jab.
Been a good fight, boys.
Great fight, and still is a good fight here in round 5. Toe-to-toe action.
Break! Get out of there. Come on out.
And the right eye on Jeremy Condren is up.
Watch the heads. Pick the work rate up, Jeremy.
Well, he's looking for one of those big, powerful right hands.
There's a cut over his left eye, and his right eye swollen. So Jeremy Condren a little worse for wear here in round 5.
The uppercut, I'm just not sure from where we sit whether that connected, but
the jab is winning Ty Allen this round too.
Tries to get underneath there, does Condren.
Ty's starting to slow down a little bit now. And this kid Jeremy, he's starting to put a few things together.
It's a tricky old round to score this one, boys.
This is where you condition your road work. And is paying dividend about now. Jeremy wobbles in round 5. And the combination was a gem from Ty Allen.
Break! Step out, come on.
Referee Tony Kettlewell separating the two boys, and it's on again.
And the last 10 seconds.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Great round.
Terrific.
Great round.
Awesome round of boxing.
Oh, look out. Now they're on their feet out here at the Pacific Blue Room.
Awesome round of
come to
boxing.
see.
How are you going to score that one? Well, let's call it even.
Well, that ain't my job.
That was definitely a turning point in the round. Turning point in the fight. I think the one who comes out and wins the next round will win the fight.
There you go. Former world champion Bomber Pete. Whoever wins the next round wins the fight.
So we're going to call that one even, Stephen.
We're going to call that even. The fight is jammed. We're together. Whoever wins this round, Bomber wins the fight.
I think so.
Up the top of the order, I think. Listen, Jeremy, you can do it, mate. Turn to me,
A bit of toe-to-toe stuff there. And the tail end of the 5th round. And the crowd rose as one. Terrific stuff. He's fought well. He's fought the fight of his life as Condren. Allen had to weather an early storm before he fought his way back into it. And after the 5th round, she is dead set. One right down the middle.
This is a gem. Here we go. Hold on to your seats. And Ty Allen comes out throwing straight punches.
Allen ain't going to die wondering, and Condren's not going to go away.
Stop. Listen, wait. Said stop. Come on. Watch the shoulders, okay? And watch the head. Keep down, all right?
I don't know that either of them listening to the referee at this stage. That was a beautiful feint.
Right.
He's feinted to come in, and Jeremy Condren's walked onto a right hand. But he's still there.
Watch the heads. Come on. Break. Get out of there. Break. Come on. Gone pretty hard, eh?
Oh, nice shot.
And the right hand on the chin.
Ooh.
Jeremy Allen throwing more straight punches.
Let's go. Come on.
Come on, let's cheer him on.
Both boys dead set out on their feet here, but giving everything, looking for the last couple of percent that might be in the hands and the knees, right throughout the body. They're wasted.
Toe to toe, center ring. This is what the people are paid to come and see.
You see the experience is coming through right now with Ty. He's setting him up and letting the kids throw the right hand to the head and then make the jabs with the right hand.
Yeah, well called, Bomber.
Yep. As Ty Allen lands about 5 unanswered shots. And is still throwing them. And still throwing them. Jeremy Condren is out on his feet.
Let's go, take a step back.
Ty leans forward. He's looking for every little bit of it. Yeah,
that's a slip.
He's a slip. And Kettleworth knows as much.
Yep. Ty Allen knows as much. He's told the referee it was a slip. That won't affect the judges' scorecards.
Not at all.
Let's finish it.
We're close to wrapping up this one. It's been a beauty. She's going all the way.
Jeremy Condren.
He rattles Condren. He moves in again. Hang on. Will it stop inside?
Yep.
Oh, for
the
Condren's
referee
sake.
stopped it.
He's going to wave it away, is he?
Ty Allen's won it.
There you have it.
And what a war.
Very unlucky round.
Dear, oh dear.
That's the best fight you'll see in a long time, and they're standing here at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. That's a great fight, and I think experience and condition won it for Ty Allen.
Yeah, well, you don't get it much better than that, do you? Hello, here's some coins coming into the ring. And why wouldn't it be? One's landed on the laptop. I'll flick him back in there.
Tell you what,
Good catch there, Robbie.
We haven't seen that for a long time here in Brisbane. That's what's called a shower. And I haven't seen a shower in a long time. And they're still coming in. I haven't seen this since Festival Hall.
Well, we talk about, you know, the big one that might have got away and the disappointment maybe of a couple of our main events not probably standing up.
It's still coming.
But look at this, eh?
We've gone a couple of minutes after the fight, and money is raining in on us, and it's still coming in. Bola Peden's throwing money in. It's pouring in.
Terrific. Hello, we've got notes coming in now.
How you doing, mate? What's happening, mate?
The money is still pouring into the ring. This is unbelievable scenes here at the Kedron Wavell. That was a war.
And rightly so. I think Ruckus has got chewing gum on his shoes and he's picking up the coins.
I tell you what, that was fantastic. They're on their feet here at Kedron Wavell. They're still clapping. There's still money coming in. This is what people pay the money for. This is why you come to the fights, Mark. That was fantastic. Glad we were here to see it. Glad Red Corner were here to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fantastic stuff. Late in the 5th round, you just knew it was on, didn't you? They were there head-to-head, toe-to-toe, banging it out. They both knew that, that the fight was there to be taken. Contrasting fight, the first couple of rounds, certainly going the way there of Condren out of the red corner, landing some big shots, some heavy right hands coming across. And then Allen gained his composure. McFadden got into his ear and said, calm down, get back to the game plan. He did that. And then experience started to surface. He fought his way back into the fight. He won the next 2 rounds. And then it came into the 5th, and we couldn't split them either. And both boys acknowledging their efforts there as well. And in the last round, the dying stages of the last round, we had a fantastic flurry of punches. I thought for sure and certain she was going to go the distance. I couldn't see for the life of me the fight stopping inside the 6th round, but so it did, and Condren just couldn't quite get over the line there.
Both boxers have come together in the centre of the ring congratulating each other. Isn't it fantastic? They've just put each other through hell. There's a lot of respect. But condition and experience won that for Ty Allen.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what about Condren's future now, having a little peep forward?
Well, if he'd fought anybody else, it would have been over in round 2 with the right hands he was landing.
Well, I'm pretty keen to hear more from Peter Ruckus.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great fight. And I think everybody was wishing that it would go the 6 rounds because both boxers deserved it to go the 6th round. But in the end, the referee protecting the boxers stopped the fight. 2 minutes 16 into the 6th and final round in favour of the blue corner, Ty Allen.
Welcome back to the coverage from the Kedron Wavell Services Club, coming from the Pacific Blue Room, and we've just witnessed a beauty, a welterweight contest that was set down for 6 rounds. It went within an inch of going the entire distance, and soon after the fight was brought to an end, we were showered with coins and $20 notes. It was just marvellous for the game, and the crowd now have really started to warm up for the rest of the entertainment this evening. We've got a heavyweight contest coming up soon. We've got a special guest joining us in commentary. I'll introduce him fairly soon for you. But I'm wanting to talk more about the Toevai Mori fight now. And before I go on any more, let's go to Chopper at the weigh-in last night with both the boys.
Back at the weigh-in with the big fellas, Vai Toevai from New Zealand. He's been here before. Mate, good to see you again. Thank you for coming over. You look fitter this time. You've done a bit more work?
Yeah, a little bit on the arms.
Nothing wrong with doing curls for the girls, Vi. I'm a big fan of curls for the girls. Mate, you know much about your opponent?
Yeah, I've met him before in Sydney. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So you fought Mark before? Well, there you go. 2 mates, 2 monsters getting in the ring here at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. All the best. Well, if I've ever felt thin, it's now. Here we are beside Mark Mori at 103 ripped kilos. And, mate, looking great.
Yeah, lighter than last time. Last time I was fighting around 108 to 110. I think it was too much and too much muscle. I looked like a bodybuilder trying to box, and I think it was just taking away from my stamina, and as a result I don't think I was performing too well, but trying to be more like an athlete now, and I think you'll see a bit of a difference tomorrow night.
Well, there you go. A little statistic. What's your best bench?
Best bench, 145 for 6.
That's big. That's very big. Putting it in perspective, Gordon Tallis does about a 130 for 6. So a very strong man, Mark Mori.
I won't be relying on my strength tomorrow night though. It's going to be a lot of speed, something you haven't seen from me before. A bit of speed, bit of movement, a bit more experience. Won't be so crude. So.
I believe him.
Well, there you go. They were both boys being interviewed by Chopper last night. Chop, Toevai. I don't think he's a fitness fanatic. He just sort of breezes into town, does what he has to do, and then goes about the rest of his working life. But I just a bit hard to work out whether or not he's totally dedicated to the sport or whether or not he just likes it enough just to keep his hand in.
Well, I feel a bit sorry for him because he was supposed to fight Mick Peachy. Now, that's certainly a little bit easier opponent than Mark Mori. So credit for his bravery. And, you know, like, let's see what the fight entails. But I think they fought before and Mark's beaten him. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in this one.
Yeah, I'll bring Nathan Briggs in on this one. Nathan, of course, well, before Colin Wilson had an accident up there at Emerald in the Mines, was to fight our feature fight here. It was a return bout for the Australian heavyweight title, and not to worry, tonight wasn't the night, but it's going to be coming up pretty soon. It looms largely on the 7th of April. I'll tell you more about that night soon as well. Nathan, first of all, mate, thanks for joining us in commentary.
Hey guys, how are you?
Just a change that late for a boxer's preparation. Mentally, does it muck you around a lot?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely, because it depends how much you know the fighter that you're going to fight, because you've got a game plan for them, and then, you know, everyone fights different, especially in the heavyweight division. And the difference between Mark Mori and Michael Peach is a fairly big one, you know.
Yeah, right. And knowing Chopper as well, that they had fought before, and on that occasion it was a loss to the Kiwi, that plays heavily as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's going to be playing mental games with himself to say that he's better this time out. Look, I really hope he is. You're right, he's a little bit light, he's a little bit fitter, but as you've seen at the weigh-in, Mori is a monster. And he had a lot to say, as you saw, so it'll be very interesting if he can back up his words.
What do you know about both of these boys then, Nathan?
Don't know a lot about Vi, know a lot about Mark, done a fair bit of sparring with Mark. Yeah, and I've seen all his fights. And, you know, he's a good prospect. He's young, you know. There's not many guys his age coming up the ranks that move the way he does, you know.
What's his greatest asset, do you think, and how do you see this one panning out?
Well, he's going to be moving different. He's lost a bit of weight. He was talking about moving with speed, and it's good doing that in the gym, but it's harder when you get in the ring. Sometimes if you get hit, you go back to your old style. So I'm interested to see how he moves tonight.
Toevai's out there. I had a little chat with him last night at the weigh-in, and he basically said that he really only started to prepare a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. He's had one spar in a fortnight. It's far from ideal, this preparation.
I know Mark's had a fairly good preparation because, you know, he hurt his hand and he's been training fairly well for this.
When he said he fought Mori some 18 months ago and lost that fight in the third round, he said he can't remember actually being hurt. So I suppose if there is an advantage there, knowing that he lost the fight, at least that he doesn't recall a savage attack. So as Mori is about to come out to the ring, Toevai is already there. While we're waiting for Toevai's opponent to grace the canvas, just quickly, Nathan, on yourself, the hand first of all, because
the hand's good. Yeah, the hand's good, and it'll be 100% for this fight. I'll be moving completely different for this fight. I'm really excited about it. I've trained right over Christmas, didn't have a Christmas or New Year's, and can't wait for the 7th.
Yeah, good one. All right. Here comes Mark Mori. I said that we shape up again on April the 7th. We are looking at Chandler, and I'll tell you more a little bit about that promotion as the evening rolls on. But this is our fourth fight. Both fighters are in the ring. Let's go up to our ringside announcer once again. Here's Peter Rukas.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight 4 on tonight's card here at Kedron, Wavell. And we introduce the big boys, the heavyweights of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you firstly in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the red piping, trained by John Glosier in the wonderful city of Auckland, New Zealand, from the land of the long white cloud, weighing in at 99.8 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome by Toevai.
That one.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent standing before you, boxing out of the red corner, a man who is tonight wearing the purple trunks and the white piping, tipping the scales at a muscle-bound 103.3 kilos. He was dubbed Australia's most talked about heavyweight, but he, like is now, we like to call him the Dominator. Ladies and gentlemen, formerly of Queensland, now of Western Australia, please welcome back to Brisbane, Mark the Dominator Mori. As Michelle tells us, the first round of a 4 by 3-minute round contest, heavyweight action. Your referee, Mr. Alan Moore. Your judges, Mr. Adrian Cairns, Tony Kettlewell, and Phil Austin.
You both know the rules, gentlemen. Shake hands, enjoy yourselves. Back you go. Right, fellas, back you go.
Here we go, the big fellas. And they are big, Mark.
You just try and figure out for the
supporter
and the fan out there what actually he means by enjoy yourself when you've got some bloke at 103 coming at you and throwing big bombs like he's just launched that left hand that missed.
Mind you, I missed by 1.5 feet.
Yeah, it did. Oh, hello.
What would Nathan Briggs be doing right now?
Against Mark?
Stop punching, stop punching.
Move and use your jab. He's not real good at throwing straight punches. He wings them a bit. So I'll be jabbing and moving.
You've done some round sparring with him?
Yeah, I've done a fair bit with Mark.
Come on.
He's tough. Like, he's tougher than what people think.
Let him go, Mori, let him go.
And he's young, you know. He's got so much time on his side.
Punch up or get
Obviously
out,
very
gentlemen.
powerful. He can whack.
Let him go. Let him go.
He looks like he can whack.
Step back. Don't punch.
Yeah.
The big guns, Chop.
We'll see if the big guns can work. The one single punch
Two hands.
isn't going to
Keep
work
punching.
for
Both
long
of you.
in
Get
this
your hands out and punch.
heavyweight
Come
division.
on. Both of you, punch up.
Nathan
Get out.
Briggses and the Colin Wilsons can still throw big punches, but move and jab and have a high work rate, not just 1, 2, or 3 punches.
Last time Mori was in Brisbane, he fought at the Broncos Leagues Club, and they still talk about that one against Alex Leopai. Went the distance, it was a draw. And he was a real crowd pleaser on that night. Tonight he's got a different opponent at the 11th hour, there was a late change as Peachy broke down with the back injury. And Paddy Tua stayed in New Zealand, who was to be Mori's original opponent. And now we've got these two boys shaping up here. Not a lot to report in the first part of the first round. And we're set down for, I think it's 4 rounds here. Yeah, 4 rounds. It's our 4th fight from the Kedron Wavell Services Club coming to you. The previous one was a ripper. I'm sure you enjoyed that if you saw it. Alan and Condren, if you never, get a replay.
Punch up. Come on, 2 hands, both of you.
To buy Toevai's credit, he's taking it to this great big monster, Mori, and is throwing more punches than him at the moment. Mori relying on that one big punch, the single jab.
Yeah, Mori, to me, looks like he's moving the same as he used to. I thought he was going to use a bit more speed and a bit more movement, but he seems to be loading up a bit and moving the same.
Well, you've sparred him, Nathan, so you're going to know what he was like before. But it's very flat-footed, and if he wants a career in the heavyweight division, he's got to learn how to box, not just hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Let him go.
And punches and bunches, that's the key.
Righto, that's enough. That's stupid, fellas. Settle down. Here he is. Come on.
Well, and Moore's not overly fussed with that type of carry on. And it's all a little bit messy early, isn't it?
Box on. Come on, straight left.
And Toevai walking up and unloading. And now that is Mori. The last 10 seconds, first round.
All right, that's not a bad round. Typical heavyweight fight, you know.
Well, actually, it's not typical heavyweight because my last heavyweight fight encounter I watched and commentated on was Wilson v. Briggs, and it was a gem for 5 rounds. So I don't think that was a typical heavyweight round. I'd certainly like to see some more action, and that's really hard to call. You know, I'm giving it to Toevai. I thought he threw more punches.
Yeah, I thought Vi did well out there.
9-10 round to Toevai, blue corner.
10-9 in the blue for Chopper on his scorecard that you can see there now on screen. About to head into the second round. John Glosier is the gentleman that's entrusted with Toevai's preparation, but he couldn't come across from New Zealand, and Lawrence Tuwasa is the man that's helping out Toevai this evening, as Toevai now pounces on the attack, walks in, and then Mori spins him round, and now Mori is where he would prefer to be to fight this fight. To Toevai's credit,
Keep on going, gentlemen.
he is moving Mori back with each blow that he connects.
And Lawrence Tuluzva is a brilliant light heavyweight cruiserweight fighter who's in Toevai's corner. So he's being managed pretty well.
Yeah, Lawrence is a very good fighter. He's just moved up to Brisbane. I'm looking forward to doing some good rounds with him, you know. He's had a lot of experience. Very good boxer.
Box on.
As the boys in the middle swing bombs in round 2. Toevai slipping under the left right of Mori, who is flat-footed centre ring.
Yeah, I think the key in the heavyweight division is try and bring something different to what every other heavyweight brings, and that's a bit of movement, a bit of fast jabs, you know, some combinations. Oh, big punch.
To Toevai's credit, he's still in front of him, and he's still jabbing.
2 hands, punch up or get out, both of you.
Progress through the second round. It's gone quiet. We're just waiting for something to report on.
Well, the left-right of Mori is not working. So he's got to pump that double jab out and move.
Yeah, I think Mark's got to get his punches straighter, his left-right straighter. He seems to wing his punches. I think he loses a bit of power when he does that too, you know.
Certainly got some, and that's a nice body shot off the left rip.
That's better.
Much better, and a nice spin, beautiful spin. Single jab again.
Ooh. Might have found his mark. I think he's as tough as teak, Toevai.
Well, he's walked straight out of his corner, back into centre ring.
Put the left hand away. Box on, gentlemen.
He's into the concreting profession back in New Zealand. There's Toevai, and
Toevai looks a bit fitter than when I saw him last.
Much better. Punch up, 2 hands, gentlemen.
His last report was that he hasn't done a lot, but maybe he's laid a lot of concrete. You're probably right there, because it was a really sloppy occasion, wasn't it, when he fought Leopai out at Mansfield?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was a hug-a-thon, not dissimilar to how this is going in round 2.
It was another one of those left rips, as you would say, Chop.
Well, Toevai's blocking those because Mori's throwing them from Canberra.
Yeah, you can see
them
him
from here. Yep.
You've got to set punches up. That's why you get your combinations going. Set some punches up with the jabs.
It's getting harder and harder to score, Nathan. How did you see that?
I'd give that a draw. It was a pretty even round.
So we've got 1 to Toevai, and I agree. Let's call that a draw. They each hug each other the same amount of time. Wasn't a lot of clean punches landed.
Righto, well, the pin-up girls do their stuff. Should acknowledge Madison Sport. Paul and Steve are here this evening. Once again coming through with the sponsorship for Red Corner Promotions. Acrylic Coatings Australia and Ace Plasterers, our key sponsors here this evening from the Kedron Wavell Services Club. They've been known to have the odd promotion from time to time out here at Kedron, but it's been a little while since they've had the boxing in this particular venue, the Pacific Blue Room. But everyone that seems to be here now is well and truly warming up for the evening, particularly after the last contest, that welterweight bout between Allen and Condren. We're into the third now. Nathan Briggs preparing himself to fight Colin Wilson in commentary with us. And Mark Chopper Burgess, who scored that one even, and Nathan thought the same.
Gentlemen.
And maybe the blue corner of Toevai just narrowly hit after the first.
We're into the third, and Toevai's starting to move a little bit, and I think he's got a little sniff that he could be going okay here. De Mori's just anchored. And Lawrence in his corner has said, hey, if you start boxing this guy, you're a chance of winning this.
Yep. He's got a smile on his face, looks like he's having fun.
If he can stay out of that corner and throw a couple of jabs, be an interesting contest.
Get out, one or the other.
Should double those punches up.
Absolutely.
Double the jab up and then throw a right in.
And if he threw it straight, heaven knows what happened if he landed.
Yeah.
Hands up, come on. Put that jab out. Come on, get it through here now.
Here we go, into the third. De Mori's going to have to do something. I don't know what he's got.
Come on, let's urge him on.
2 hands, get your hand off his head. Take your hand off his head. Punch up, both of you. Come on, 2 hands, gentlemen, keep going. Pull your hands away.
Oh, maybe the left. Oh, and the left certainly connected.
Left hook.
The first one might have just stung him enough. He dropped the right and he found it again.
Yeah, the left hook was good. Now, how much does Vi want to stay in there? Second last. We're in round 3. Second last.
This is when you'll see how hard he's trained for the fight. It was concrete in training the last 2 weeks. No, he's had enough, I think. Yeah, no, he's had enough.
It's over. The Mori wins.
And Via said, I'll catch the first plane out of here. The second one was the one that did the damage. The first one set it up for the second left. And a fair amount of power behind it, but I don't know. What do you take out of that then, Nathan?
Yeah, I don't know why these guys get in there if they're not ready to fight. You know what I mean? But I think Mark's moving the same as he always has. I think he's got a fair bit of work to do before he thinks about stepping up the ranks for the Australian heavyweight title. You know.
Well, comparing the 2 heavyweight fights that we've seen in the last few months between Briggs and Wilson, and these 2,
the worlds apart.
Worlds apart.
Righto.
Here comes his left hook now.
Okay, let's have a little look at the end of this fight. Vi was doing all right up until this point. It was certainly, and then there was...
The uppercut was good. The left hook came and hit him flush from the right hand, and
that one
there's
there.
the left hook. And that's a bolo right hand from De Mori that he didn't need. And Toevai's had enough.
Yeah, he just walked. He just ambled over to his corner, and when his senses came round, he figured, well, no, I don't want to get hit with another one of those. Our ringside announcer is Peter Rukas. He's got to the official decision pending, and let's go up to him right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision in our heavyweight fight here tonight at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. First of all, put your hands together for both of our combatants tonight, Toevai and Mori. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 56 seconds into the third round. The referee stopped the fight in favour of the red corner, Mark the Dominator Mori.
Nathan Briggs there as the next fight's about to get underway here, folks. Fight between Sean Connell and Peter Rolph. A 6-rounder, a super middleweight contest. And we find that Connell decides that he wants to enter the ring by means of jumping the top rope. Looked pretty good on landing. He's skipping around. Chopper has intimate knowledge about Connell's career, particularly in the amateur ranks, as we are about to find Peter Rolph coming out, I think, at some point pretty soon. As Peter Rolph makes his way out, let's see if we can go to some of the action from last night's weigh-in.
The weigh-in, the middleweight division. Peter Rolph hates a fight, had more fights than I've had hot dinners, and obviously more haircuts. How you feeling, mate?
Oh, feeling good, feeling good. I just can't wait, mate. One more night to go and we're in there, so...
Sean Connell, been around for ages. You and I have known Sean for a long, long time. You obviously know the way he fights.
Yeah, I fought Sean back in 1994 for an Aussie title down in Sydney it was, and he beat me that time, but I'm hoping to change the tables now, so...
Well, that's fantastic. That makes you about 70 and me about 35. No, you look great, mate. You're very fit and obviously done some training for this fight.
Yeah, I've trained very hard. I'm fit and right to go, so...
Great news from Peter Rolph. All the best tomorrow, mate. Peter Rolph's opponent, Sean Connell. I've known you a long time and you don't age. You look 25. What's the secret?
Lots of herds. Young women.
I don't think we can mention that. But you're happy with your weight and, mate, you look terrific for someone in his mid-30s.
37.
It's a credit to you. You look very healthy. And going around with Peter, who you've known for years, as I have.
No, well, he told me I fought him. And I said, who won? He said, you did. And I said, oh, beauty. Yeah, I was happy with that.
I think that's fantastic in boxing. Mates outside the ring, business inside the ring, and you're a credit to boxing, so is Peter.
Yes, he is. He's a top opponent, top weight, yeah.
That's what we'd like to see, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
All right, so what did you make of comments last night from both of those boys, Chop?
Mate, they're mates. I've known them for 12 years, both of these boys. They fought at a national title back in '94 together, so they know each other well. It'll be a pretty fair contest, this.
Rolph at the age of 30, Connell at the age of 37. Let's go up now to Peter Rukas for the official welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fight 5 on tonight's card brought to you by Ace Boxing Promotions and Red Corner Promotions. Super middleweight action. Introducing now, fighting out of the blue corner and wearing the blue, yellow and red trunks, one of Australia's most decorated amateurs and now a seasoned professional. He has represented his country on a number of occasions, including the Commonwealth Games. Living and training out of Melbourne, Victoria, weighing in at 75.05 kilos, Sean Connell. And ladies and gentlemen, standing in the red corner waiting and fighting in the red trunks tonight, one of Brisbane's favourite fighters. He is a former 3-time Queensland middleweight champion and currently rated number 8 in Australia in the middleweight, weighing in at 74.6 kilos. Come on, Brisbane, Peter Rolph. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 by 3-minute round, super middleweight boxing. Your referee, Mr. Tony Kettlewell. Your judges, Mr. Adrian Cairns, Mr. Alan Moore, and Phil Austin.
That's what I just said, 4 rounds in.
they? It's 6, is it? 6. There you go. They said 4. They said 4. I give you instructions to the dressing rooms. I expect you to be able to listen to me all the time. It's a clean fight, fellas. Back we go.
Just
confirming that
the 3-minute rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Super middleweight, all set to go. Rolph up against Connell.
All right, so Peter Ruka's coming over just to make that all
Seconds
official.
down, round 1.
And let's get this underway now.
Stop! Come on.
Brad Vicali, one of our nation's top officials, joining us in commentary, and of course, an exceptionally good commentator in his own right through the Fox network. Great to have you here, Bradley.
Mark, it's an absolute pleasure to be here, and we have some wonderful fight nights up here at Kedron Wavell, and this is going to be no exception tonight. And Peter Rolph in the red trunks with Shawnee Connell in the purple coming up on our screen.
We'll look forward to your comments through this one, mate. Let's hope it lasts maybe even the full 6. Chop, both these boys having a healthy respect for each other.
As I said, they fought each other for 12 years ago as amateurs. I remember I was there at Redcliffe for the national titles. They've fought each other a couple of times since as amateurs, and I think Shawnee Connell's got the record on him. But it'll be interesting to see what happens in the professional ranks.
Chop, it's an interesting situation. I mean, Peter Rolph is an immaculately fit young fighter. He's tenacious. He's got a great body. He does the work, and he works hard in the gym, as you know. Shawnee Connell will have the faster hands. I just don't know whether he'll be as strong as Peter. But it's an interesting fight. There's lots of little variables in this fight. They're both creative fighters, and they both they want to win.
Absolutely. Well, we saw what the power can do with Jeremy Condren going down to Ty Allen in one of the best boxing matches I've seen maybe ever.
It's amazing, isn't it? I think Jeremy just tired a little bit in those last couple of rounds and then sort of lost his game plan and lost his way a little bit. But they're just getting a little bit tangled up, these two young guys. They're both trying to assert their authority here early. Slight height and reach advantage with Shawnee Connell, I'd say.
Geez, I'd like to see him put that right hand on his chin.
Yeah, absolutely. He lacks a little bit of confidence, Sean, at different times. I mean, you know, when he first turned professional, I watched him, I thought, gee, this kid's going to be anything. And then he sort of got beaten a couple of times and he just sort of lost his way a little bit. But I think he just, once he gets a win and he gets back onto the winner's circle, he'll... it's amazing what a win does for you.
For sure.
He had some tough fights in late 2004 into 2005 that may well have predetermined his long-range plan for the next couple of years. They didn't go according to the script, and he just had to reassess things. By his own admission last night, he's not 100%. He's not rock hard for this. He had a recent fight in Japan, and basically after that, he said that he went off the boil. He just wasn't real sure where the hell he was going to head. But here he is tonight in Brisbane, and we're pleased to think that he's been able to make the trip here to take on Rolph. Chop, not long to go now in the first round. Have you got an opinion one way or the other?
Yeah, I think Shawnee Connell's throwing punches in bunches. He's got a lead left rip, straight right hand that's hitting Peter Rolph. And he's winning with the cleaner shots at the moment. Last 10 seconds, Shawn Connell's winning it at the moment.
He's just... he's never going to go and find Peter Rolph. Peter Rolph's always going to be in front of him. And Shawnee has got faster hands. He needs to just employ, as we see the end of the first round. If he can get that left lead going, Chop, he's going to really cause Pete some problems. But Pete, being the dogged, hard contestant that he is, he's always going to make it hard for any opponent.
How'd you see it then, Chop, as we go to your card?
I've gone to my card and I've given a 10-8 round to Shawn Connell, the blue corner. I really wish he'd sit down in between rounds.
It's amazing, Mark, isn't it? You know, where we need the nervous energy, especially after the first round. You need to really sit down, relax, take your time, listen to your corner. He's got a great corner over there with Hussey Hussain, former world title challenger, and a wonderful little guy. And he really needs to just sit down, relax, and exactly, that's what it's all about, you know. But some guys prefer to stand. Joe Budney used to, you know, prefer to stand in the corner, and lots of good fighters prefer to stand. I'd like to see him sit down and relax.
Absolutely.
Peter Rolph won his last 2 fights. We saw both of those out at the Mansfield Tavern. He beat Matt Shaw, and that was the main event on that particular evening. And then he fought William Hadlow. That one could have gone either way. That was a mixed decision. And in fact, I think from where we sat, we thought maybe Billy Hadlow might have just had the upper hand.
Wasn't a good fight. I refereed that fight, and it was a terrific fight. It really could have gone either way. Hadlow's a tough, hard, nuggety, gritty competitor, and Peter really took it up to him. He was just a bit cleaner in his execution with his punches.
As Shawn hangs on.
He doesn't need to stand there and do that. What he needs to do is do his work, get in, get out, use that lead rather than let Pete Mungle.
Well, he's walked straight to a right hand, and Sean Connell's cut badly over that right eye, and he knows it, and he's letting him go.
I didn't see whether
Was a head clash?
Was a head
Yeah,
clash?
it was a nasty head clash.
That's a shame.
It's a decent cut too.
And Tony Kettlewell's called time out, and he's going to call the doctor to have a look at it.
Talk us through this now from your official position, Brad, if you wouldn't mind. What happens here?
Well, Mark, we're only in the second round, so if the doctor rules that the fight can't go on, that Sean can't go on, it'll be a technical draw under the Queensland rules, and there'll be no decision rendered.
Given your experience then, what will the doctor look at most of all here?
Well, looking where the cut is, it's not dangerous. Look where the blood's running down. It's running straight down the side of his eye, so it's not going to impair his vision at all, and that's one good thing. So I'd like to, I think, and it doesn't look like it's a deep cut neither, Mark. So I think we've got a real chance that it looks like Peter Rolph has also cut. It certainly was a head clash.
Yeah, it was a head clash.
And Tony Kettlewell's called our doctor over as well.
Our doctor this evening is Cliff Quinn. Cliff's had to examine both these gentlemen here, and your gut feeling is that the fight will proceed?
It'll go on. It was certainly an accidental head clash, and both boys, look, it's great sportsmanship, isn't it, by Shawnee Connell. He's a terrific young guy, but it's just unfortunate that happened, and no, it looks like it's
going to stop it.
All over, guys.
Okay, both fighters having an accidental head clash, and the doctor's ruled.
Well, that was my first look at Rolf's left eye. It probably would be in a worse position.
Yeah, that's a nasty one, actually.
Now that you can see it, Brad.
Yeah, that's a bad cut over, right on the eyelid. And the doctor will always stop a fight, a jagged cut like that. Pete is prone to cuts. It's just not his style or anything like that. He's just one of those, you look at him and he's going to cut, and it's a shame because it's robbed him of a lot of fights, where he's had been in a position to win fights. It's a terrible shame here in the second round here at Kedron Wavell Services Club, where that was going to be a very good fight.
Yeah, disappointment, but it is part and parcel with the sport. These things happen from time to time, and we've just seen that there. Cliff Quinn, his advice to, and that's exactly what would have happened, Brad. The situation there, Cliff would have notified the referee.
Well, the referee did the right thing by calling both, by calling the doctor in to have a look at both fighters in the event of an accidental head clash. The main thing that we're looking here for is the welfare of the fighter, and of course the blood running down into his eye impairs his vision, and it's going to allow him to get hit unnecessarily. So, and you're going to get hurt in that instance. So we really need to look at that. It's unfortunate. It does happen. It happens at all levels. It happens in World Championship fights, and it happens in lower grade fights. But it makes for a good rematch here in this particular case. It was shaping up to be a very good fight. Mark, you picked it really. That right hand of Sean Connell's was always going to be dangerous, and Peter Rolph was never going to go and find Pete. Pete was always going to stand in front of him, so that right hand could have been really dangerous.
Brad Vicali there in commentary with us. Let's go up to Peter Rukas now for more after our fifth fight.
We have a decision in our Fight 5 on tonight's card. And ladies and gentlemen, I might add that before announcing our decision, would you put your hands together for both these boys, Sean Connell and Peter Rolph? I think you'll find when we talk to them that both boys will be disappointed, but the referee has stopped the fight 46 seconds into the second round because of cuts. And ladies and gentlemen, the worst thing that you'd ever want to see is damage to a boxer's eye. The result is a technical draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to the coverage. This is the fight that we've been waiting for. Normally is the case. It is the main event. And both boys are out the back. They have prepared and they are ready to head towards the centre stage for this 8 by 3 minute round junior welterweight contest. Last night Chop, of course, was at the weigh-in. Let's see exactly what happened there.
Back at the weigh-in with the main event, Paul Walberg, and a very fit Paul Walberg. How are you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling good, to be honest with you. I've never felt better.
Well, that's a great sign. 10-0. You going to do better than that?
I'm making it 11-0 tomorrow.
That's the talk we like to hear. Your opponent is a bit of a local hero here.
Yeah. I don't know too much about him. He's another undefeated fighter, so I'm not taking him lightly. It's going to be a big test, and it's going to be a good fight, period.
Great respect. Thank you very much for your time tonight, mate. This man needs no introduction, certainly in this state. Chris McCullen, how are you feeling?
Yeah, good Chop. Ready to go, you know.
very fit looking, very confident opponent. And Paul, you know much about him?
Yeah, of course he's a confident boxer. I've watched a little bit of him. Nice boxer. Yeah, it's going to be a good bout, and I'm looking forward to it. And yeah,
a little bit of a height advantage to him. You've obviously seen that, and you've got a plan for that.
Yeah, I'm a lot taller than him. Oh, sorry, mate. No, yeah, he's a lot taller than me. But yeah, I've worked on that. I've watched a little bit on tape, and I've done a bit of work on Paul's height and what I think I've got to do, and we'll just see if it works tomorrow.
Mate, is there any truth to the rumour that Madison, our major sponsor, actually put you in platform boxing boots to make you look 6 foot tall?
Yeah, they do, mate. My good mates out there, Steve and Paul and all the boys, Nigel, they look after me pretty well out there.
I think Madison look after all of us, mate. You're the best looking 6 foot bloke I've seen all night. All the best tomorrow, mate.
Thanks, Chop.
Well, Chop, I haven't seen anything at all of Paul Walberg. You know, had a little word to say to him. Canadian, with all of the confidence under the sun. He thinks he's ready to go, and he believes it's going to be almost impossible for him to be beaten.
Well, he's got a record of 10-0, so why wouldn't you be confident? He jumped on the sculls a couple of kilo heavy, took his earrings off, and he was right on the weight. So he's got a bit of lair about him, which I think is a good thing for boxing. I mean, he's got a little bit of mundane about him. He's got the talk, the swagger. And look, outside the ring was a gentleman, shook hands with Chris, wished him the best. He's a terrific competitor, Paul Walberg. And as we know, Chris is 7-0. Good contest coming up here.
I think you may have mentioned just a short time ago, Brad, that the Hussein stable never take a fight underprepared.
No, well, Billy is the ultimate professional, and of course he is the key to Team Fennec, you know, in Sydney, and now that he's got his own gymnasium with Hussey and Skinny and a few of the others, they are immaculate present. You know, when they fight, you better believe it, they are ready to fight. They just don't take fights that are when they're not ready.
All right, let's see if we can go to Peter Rukas now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our main event of the night here at Kedron Wavell Services. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out the boxers.
I be on it all night, man. I be on it all day. Straight up, pick if you want me, you can buy me in the That's just the way it goes. I be on that shit that I hate, on that I don't want no more. And this time I beat all off, so to get that on the floor. If you can't do your shit, I that nigga let him know. This jail I get to stop, nigga in the street, don't get I go. I be out in the week, straight beats with the gas and shit. Nigga stolen, trying to get the 23s on the beat. Then let somebody be crying back in town. Down and get the face, I love the sound. Slap the taste, they hit the ground back in the 8. Get the pick up the
Going by the crowd, Mark, here comes Chris McCullen. There's a sense of anticipation here. This will be a great fight. Undefeated fighters, the both of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to once again welcome you here to Kedron Wavell Services Boxing tonight, courtesy of Ace Boxing Promotions in association with the Red Corner Promotions. This bout comes to your way as sanctioned by the Australian National Boxing Federation. The supervisor in attendance is Mr. John Hogg, our physician at ringside, Dr. Cliff Quinn, and our man at the bell, the timekeeper, Mr. Alan Simpson. Introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, our judges scoring at ringside, Mr. Alan Moore, Mr. Tony Kettlewell, and Mr. Adrian Cairns. Your man in the middle, our third man, Mr. Phil Austin.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds of boxing in junior welterweight division. The undefeated showdown. Brisbane, are you ready? I said, Brisbane, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, first of all, on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring with the black trunks and the grey piping. He fights out of Sydney, Australia by way of Canada. He weighed in at 63.2 kilos. As a professional, he has 10 wins from 10 fights, 2 of those wins by way of knockout. He is trained by Team Hussein's chief mentor, Billy Hussein. He's a former Canadian amateur champion and he is undefeated as a professional. Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, Paul Walberg. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent across the ring, boxing out of the red corner. He enters the ring wearing the white trunks with the grey piping. He weighed in at exactly the same weight of 63.2 kilos. Hailing from Daisy Hill, where he trains all the Logan boxing team. Tonight he is joined by trainer Mark Wilson. His record stands without a blemish. 7 fights for 7 wins, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He has the support to be dubbed the People's Champion. And tonight is another step towards becoming a national champion. Ladies and gentlemen, get up, get loud, get behind Chris, the little big man, McCullen! Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your referee, Mr. Phil Austin.
Blue corner, come on, boys. Okay, fellas, I've already given you instructions in the dressing room. Let me remind you now. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. For the visitor, please remember there is no standing 8 count. Touch them up, back you go. Best of luck to you both. Good luck, boys.
8 by 3-minute rounds of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. McCullen up against Walberg.
Here we go.
We do indeed. Let's step into it, boys.
The excitement is just unbelievable. He's worked him up into a frenzy here. The Chris McCullen crowd, Mark.
Here we go, and can't miss either one of them. One with the black, one with the white, and we know that the local boy sported the white trunks last start at Mansfield and was as sharp as ever with his victory over Robert Owen. Walberg, it's our first look at him. He has a decisive reach advantage.
Good body puncher, Walberg, and got a very good, sharp little right hand too, Mark. And I think that's something that Chris will need to try and step outside the line there. He doesn't want to stand in front of Walberg. He's got to, with the height and reach advantage, it's always going to be a disadvantage for him.
Right. Step back, boys. Now the fence.
Bit of a feeling out period now in round 1. Just jabs, body shots, having a look. Chris has let it be known that he's fighting for his uncle Bob Maddox, who's got a cancer scare, and he's fighting for him tonight.
Yeah, a bigger battle than he's got on his hands tonight is his uncle Bob. He dearly loves him.
We certainly wish him all the best and hope that he can overcome that battle of cancer as Chris looks to overcome Paul Walberg in the black trunks, the black and silver trunks.
With a razor-sharp jab, Brad, you're right. He's got a terrific jab, hasn't he?
Got a good jab, and look, he's using all of the ring at the moment. You notice he's going to the left, going to the right. He's making Chris stand there and fight his fight. Very well balanced. There's that nice, sharp little right hand from Walberg. Clips Chris again. Very focused, Paul Walberg chopper, isn't he? Straight-hearted, you know, the eyes straight, hard at the ball.
Very light on his feet.
Break, step back. Bring it up inside, Chris.
Quite a big junior welter too.
Isn't he?
Mm.
Yeah.
One of Chris's greatest attributes coming out of Mansfield was the speed in which he was able to get himself out of potentially dangerous position back to being the aggressor against Oyen, you might recall.
Well, yeah, I refereed his last fight against Robbie Oyen, and he was a tough little guy, Robbie Oyen. He's hard, he could punch. Chris was very creative. He did lots of little things I haven't seen him done before, Chop, which you probably would have been happy with. He got in close, he twisted him, he turned him, he put him offside, he put him off balance, and he did some really good things that created a real good experience for him and gave him a lot of confidence.
Is this the first time that he's ever gone 8, Brad?
No, I think he's gone 8 once before. I think with Robert Oyen was 8 rounds
That
as
was
well.
6.
Well, 6
That
was
was
it?
6 as
Okay.
well, yeah.
Yep. I refereed, I don't even know. But
so it might be a test, those last couple of rounds.
very
if it
well.
goes over.
And mentally
Break,
also,
step
you
back.
need to be able to know that you can go 8 rounds. And
Well, both boys have never been beyond 6.
So perhaps pacing himself in 1 and 2 is what Chris...
I think that's what he'll need to do. What he needs to do is assert his authority without burning too much energy and let Paul Walberg know that he's there and that he can bang a little bit himself. He's just a little bit impatient at the moment, going for that one punch chop. And that's not going to win it for him. It's a low percentage punch, that little hook off the jab.
Very hard to score, Brad.
Was very good round. I thought Oyen was just a little cleaner
Just
in
busier.
busier and cleaner in his execution with cleaner punches. Chris was the aggressor, but didn't land as a punch. And of course, the way we score fights is effective aggression, 70% effective aggression, and in the absence of punches landed, then we look at aggression itself. But I just think that Robbie Oyen was a little sharper, a little tidier, and
Paul Walberg.
I'm sorry, Paulie Walberg, not Robbie Oyen.
Robbie Oyen doesn't come from Canada.
Certainly does not.
It's great to see at this level a main event, they're sitting on their stools, something we touched on earlier.
Very much, yeah. Very much. And they've both got good corners there too, with Mark Wilson in the corner of Chrissy McCullen, and both Skinny and Hussey Hussain in the corner of Paulie Walberg.
It's about timing too, isn't it, boys? And the first person that can, generally speaking, between an evenly matched contest to settle into a rhythm.
Absolutely, yep. The first person who can settle down, fight his fight, and get into that rhythm is going to win the fight.
If you've just tuned in, Walberg in the black trunks, Chris McCullen in the Logan boxing gym. The shorter of the two in the white trunks. Our referee here is Phil Austin. You're watching our main event from the Blue Pacific Room at the Kedron Wavell Services Club, and the crowd figured that Chris may have got 1 or 2 scoring blows through there.
Wasn't a bad left hook on the side of the face.
Terrific little left hook, yeah. Chris is just letting Paul Walberg go first, Chop, and he doesn't need to do that. He needs to get some respect off him, and don't let him go first and just club him with that little right hand over the top. There it is again, and another one.
I spoke to Chris at the weigh-in at length in relation to this 8-round contest, and he wants to make sure the first 2 are in the bag because he knows it's a long time, that 8 rounds.
It is, yeah. 24 minutes of fighting, 3/8 of 24.
Work.
It is hard work.
It's a beautiful right hand.
Lovely little right hand, good one too. Just caught Walberg unexpectedly. And again, good round for Chrissy in this round.
Break, step back. Defense.
Definitely easier said than done.
Oh, some good body,
beautiful body punches.
What Walberg did, he stalled Chris there. He stood in front of him, worked him into a corner, led with the right hand, ripped up the bottom with the left hook, and he will be a good body puncher. Coming from the Hussain stable, they are the best body punchers in this country, bar none.
Yep. You don't see it a lot in professional boxing these days, going to the body.
No. The old saying, Chop, as you know, hurt the body, you're going to hurt the mind.
Kill the roots, the tree will die is another one I like.
That's a good one.
You got any more, boys?
Well, give me a minute, Mark, will you?
He's just starting to take this round away from Chris the Mum. Chris just standing in front of him, not doing nothing, letting Walberg start to tee off on him a little.
Geez, that body shot's nice.
Oh, it's immaculate, isn't it? I guess when you start training with the likes of Skinny Hussain, who's the best body puncher here, I think, and then Hussey, you just can't help but to pick those little things up exactly, you know. Snappy left jab by Walberg again, just putting Chris off balance. Great crowd here tonight. I believe they closed the doors a little earlier on here at the Kedron Wavell Services Club.
That's great, considering the problems that the promoters have had with fights.
Why would you ever want to be a promoter's job?
Hard work. This is a great main event.
And it's a real step up for young Chris McCullen. 7-0 in his professional record against Paul Walberg in the black trunks. 10-0.
Beautiful left hook, Chris McCullen. Still don't think it was enough for him to take the round. It's 2 to Paul Walberg on my card.
Mark, he was just sparingly in his punches. The punches he did deliver were actually some clean, clubbing little punches, but Walberg threw more punches and was a little cleaner in his execution. And plus, he actually took the fight too, Chris.
Yes, replay of it would be great.
Okay, just some of the action coming out of the second round.
Now, if we look at Chris's feet, he's flat foot there, standing right in front of Walberg. You watch, Walberg sets him up. There's the clubbing little right hand by Chris, but you watch these body punches from Walberg now. He's set Chris up, he's got him flat foot there, leaning his weight. No, it wasn't there, that wasn't the one I was looking for. Left hand, right hand, then he goes to the body. There it is, the left
Beautiful
rip
left
to the body.
Gentlemen, just about the trying to gauge the power in both fighters at the moment. Early days, only 2 of 8 gone, but right now, what do you think about the mighty power factor?
I think the power is and the crispness is with Paul Walberg at this stage, and that's just worrying Chris a little bit. Chris just can't find a rhythm, and he also can't find a range at the moment. That's better.
So,
He's using his
so
left hand
Chop,
now.
do you think that Wilson now may well have, after having a look at the first 2 rounds, would there be a desperate need to change a lot of what McCullen's doing?
No. I mean, there's 6 rounds to go. First 2 rounds could have gone either way. We've given them to Paul Walberg, but they could have gone either way with the judges.
Very much.
So
Yeah,
more
very
of the
much.
same. More of the same is what you'd be saying.
I think what Mark Wilson would have told Chrissy was to do is to start using that left lead. Don't let Paul Walberg go first. Don't let him take the fight away from you. And that's all he's doing at the moment. See, with that left lead, he's just employing that left lead to keep Chris off balance.
Break, step back, watch that rabbit.
Because he's got the reach, he's got the height to do that.
And he knows it. He's very focused, Mark. He's really just straight on. And Chris there, you saw that was tentative little right hand. It's just unconfident at the moment. A couple of good delivery punches and that he'll get back into this.
He's swinging the nice right hand. Hasn't hurt Walberg, who comes back hard.
It's all about patience too. And
Geez, the body shot.
Oh, that really dug that left rip into Chris. He's hit him with the right hand.
Oh, he's giving him one back.
Nice, yep.
Break.
Growing in confidence, Paul Walberg.
Right hand from Chris McCullen at the mark.
You wonder how many more gears both these boys have got. I think it can go to another level.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. We haven't seen the best of these yet. There's that sneaky little right hand over the top of the left lead. That's a very hard punch to execute, but once you do it, it's a very hard punch to get out of the way of too, Mark. As you know, you throw your left lead, and now Chris does the same, not with the same effect, though.
Obviously very conscious of Walberg and his body punching ability after the 2 rounds.
And the confidence growing in Walberg. Leads with the right hand, followed by the left hook, and there's that clubbing little right hand again that just puts Chris on the back foot.
Chris knowing full well that this was a dangerous fight for him, but one that he wanted to take. And as reported earlier on, the Hussein camp never ever go into a fight not 100% prepared. And it's been a polished performance so far from Walberg, although Chris now...
some good punches by
It's a better round from McCullen, no question.
Starting to find his range a little bit.
Nice jab, coming off his jab this time.
Inside the dying moments of the 3rd round.
Starting to become a little bit creative now. It's a better round. I actually gave him that round, Chris McCullen, just by the slightest of slight margins. Because, Mark, what he did was he actually made the fight. You know, Paul came out and looked like he was going to dominate for a little while, but then Chris actually sort of worked his way back into the fight with small little punches, hook off the jab, and a little clubbing right hand, and another little hook after that. So he's starting to find his range a little bit. That'll give him a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, he had to become a little bit more
aggressive. He's lost the first 2 on our cards and he's won the 3rd one.
He's sucking them in.
They both are. It's a pretty good work rate. Junior welter, round 3.
And it's a warm night here at the Kedron Wavell Services Club with a capacity crowd. So certainly as we see some of the action from that last round.
Seconds down.
Yep, both boys have got excellent evasive skills. And it'll take a good punch or two to land on the money. We head into the 4th round now, the 4th of 8 coming up.
Time in, fuck.
That'll certainly give Chrissy McCullen a fair bit of confidence there, Chop, because he, on our unofficial card, he's won that round, and so he's not too far behind. He's still in the ball game.
Okay, Paul, keep your head up in there. Stay off the back of it. Box. The body in there.
I'd like to see Chris use that left lead. Look, there it is. That's a lovely lead. Then he just stands there and admires his work, and Paul with him back.
Stop!
That was low.
Yeah.
Keep him up, okay? Way too low.
Purely accidental.
Body punches are going to get that, aren't they?
Oh, all the time.
Low blow.
Well, they try and dig him in. They try and get right in with the front foot flat and outside the line so they can dig it right in and just get under that rib cage. Off